Morning, everybody. Hello to all my friends from the Het Room. I'm here this morning to join you because I thought I haven't seen you in a while, and I thought I would do one of my favorite things that I like to do, and that's play with my puppets. I have some at my home now, so I thought I would use them. Anyway, I thought I would start this morning with a kind of story that I always enjoy. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to give you some clues at first. Usually, there's somebody royal in there, like a prince or a princess. Sometimes there's somebody that's a little bit naughty or evil. I think you might see that in this story. Sometimes there's magic. Sometimes there's dragons or dinosaurs. You just never know. So this story that I plan to tell you is called The Frog Prince, and it takes place a long time ago. Were you able to guess before I go on? You were right if you said fairy tales. So here we go. A long, long time ago, there was a magical woman, Miss Magical, and her job was to go around from place to place, finding out how everybody was being treated. I want everybody to be treated kindly, and sometimes if it wasn't happening, she would use her magic to help teach someone a way to start over, just like we did in class. One day, Miss Magical was walking along and she said, "You know, I've been hearing a lot of things about that Prince Philip. I've heard he isn't very kind to people. I need to find out if that's true. I'm not going to tell him I'm Miss Magical. I'm going to just pretend I'm a little old lady and see if he will help me." And she marched on and knocked on the door. "Who is it?" "It's me. It's me, a little old lady." "Is that you, Prince Philip?" "Hello there. What did you want?" "Well, I saw the horses were drinking, and I'm so thirsty too. I've been walking for a very, very, very long time. I'm wondering, could you spare an old lady a glass of cold water?" "Oh, go out and get it where the horses are." "Oh, no, I don't know how to drink from a trough. Could I please just have a glass and then I'll be on my way?" But he didn't answer her. He did something that really was a red choice. He slammed the door and walked away, saying, "I don't have to help that old lady." Well, Mrs. Magical couldn't believe it. She said, "What is going on here?" And she rang the bell again. The prince came back and said, "What's the problem?" "The problem is you're not being very kind." "Oh, is that you, Magical?" "It is, and I'm going to put a spell on you right now to teach you to use good thinking skills and to make a lot of green choices. Yibbity bibbity boo. No longer will you be you. You'll be sitting on a log because you're going to be a big green frog. Ha ha ha." And she walked away. At first, the prince didn't feel any change, and then he noticed his hands were starting to change, and he had a crown on his head. "I am a frog. Wait, wait, my magical friend." And she yelled from afar, "Make a friend and the spell will be broken." "Okay, I guess I could try." So he went marching. He said, "Where can I go?" And then he said, "I'll go to my friend Princess Julie's house." So he went ribbit, he galloped there, and he jumped into her lily pond. "La la 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 la. I hope she comes out. I want to see her." And sure enough, right before dinner, Princess Julie always took a walk. She had her favorite ball with her. She was throwing it up in the air, and then she saw the frog looking at her. "What are you looking at?" But when she said that, the ball dropped out of her hands. She tried to rush and get it, and it rolled right into the pool, the little pond, and he gave it back to her. "Oh, thank you." Then she dropped it again, and she said, "Froggy, can you get me that, please?" And he said, "I'll get it for you if you promise you'll play with me." "Sure, sure I will," she said. And he went and he got it, and he gave it to her, and she kept on walking. Wait, Princess Julie, you said you'd play with me now. You made a promise." "I changed my mind. I don't like to play with little frogs." And she went and sat down in her house. Meanwhile, Froggy said, "Now I know what it feels like when someone isn't kind to me, and I don't like the way it feels. I think I'm going to teach her what Magical taught me, to make good green choices, not those red ones." Ribbit, and he followed her into her house. What do you think is going to happen? I'm not sure myself. So we went in her house, and it must have been dinner time, because the princess was sitting at the table, and the king was there. And Froggy bounced in and jumped up on the table. Well, the king said, "What are you doing, Froggy? I didn't invite you to be on my dining room table." "Well, I need to tell you that your princess was not nice to me at all. She broke a promise. She called me ugly. And my feelings have been hurt." "Whoa, Princess Julie, is that true?" "Oh, Dad, it is true." "Well, that's not okay," said her father. "All right, I'll play with you." And they went up to her room. Well, when they got up to her room, they ended up having fun. They were coloring for a while, which was fun. They built a big castle with Legos and magnet tiles. And then the froggy started to yawn. I'm so tired. "Why don't you sleep over?" "You want me, an ugly frog, to sleep over? You know what? I don't think you're ugly anymore. And I never should have said that. That was not kind. I'm going to start over and say, will you be one of my good friends?" And she leaned over. Wow. Well, guess what happened then? Do you think the spell's been broken? Sure enough, the room filled with lights. And the froggy felt his body changing. What is happening? And the princess's eyes closed because there was so much light. But then, when she opened her eyes again, there, standing in front of her, was Prince Philip. "Whoa, how did you get in my room?" "Well, I was the frog, and then when you said you loved me as a friend and kissed me, the spell was broken. I'm learning how to start over and make good green choices." "Me too, you taught me that." And they hugged. Then they hung around together for a couple of years. They went on dates, and then they got married and lived happily ever after. And that is the end of the story. Yay! So, friends, I'm really hoping that you liked it. So, I'm going to say goodbye, but before I do, I just want to let you know that in your mom and dad's or your grandmother's computer, I'm sending a couple of papers that you could try to do. One is, it just says, once upon a time. I thought maybe you, or with the help of your parents, or with your whole family, could sit down and start writing your own little fairy tale. And I thought you might also enjoy having some royal puppets. So before we weren't in school anymore, I just bought these. And when school opens up again, I'm going to bring them to our class. But I have a whole little set of royal horses and kings and queens. And I took a picture of all of them. And your job will be, if you'd like, to cut on the lines and cut out a picture of the kings, the queens, and then I left 2 blank spots. If you want to draw something magical, or if you want to draw like a dragon or whatever, you can decide. And then if mom or dad can help you glue them on after you cut them out and color them, you can glue them onto a glue stick and tell your own puppet show. So for now, I'm going to say, see you later, all my alligators. It's been sure nice seeing you. Thank you. Now I just have to get up, friends. Whoops. Bye-bye.